Hey, what is up guys? This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the DC Multiverse Zoom figure from the Collect and Connect King Sharkwave. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard multiverse window box packaging. Turning the box around, we can see the Collect and Connect King Shark Build-A-Figure, and on the left, we can see that Zoom is numbered at number 2, along with the rest of the figures from this wave. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is Zoom out of the box. And man, I must say, I kinda do like this figure. It is by no means great, but it is far superior compared to the Jay Garrick that I've previously reviewed. Yes, it does have a few problems, but for the most part, I'm really excited to check it out here with you guys. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. Now Zoom comes with a total of 4 accessories. Starting off, he comes with a crotch piece and head for the Collect and Connect King Shark figure. He also comes with 2 blue lightning effect pieces that plug onto his arms. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Zoom. Alright, now let's take a closer look at Zoom here. Now, this is actually a really cool figure. Now, is it a great figure? Probably not. But I actually really do like it for what it is. I think the paint's pretty clean. Just a really nice sculpt for the most part. Yeah, I think I do like it. The articulation is a little odd here and there. But for the most part, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Now I think they did a great job on the head sculpt. I think that looks very nice. Totally that just maniacal face that Zoom had in the TV show, which was pretty gnarly. You can even see the little black Flash logo or lightning bolt on the side of the head right there. All looks really good. For the most part, the figure is molded in a black plastic, but lots of great sculpted detail work in there. You can see it in the chest area, all that line work and texturing throughout the stomach area and folds in the clothing, all this line work in here, all looks really good. Even in the hands, you got some texture right there. All that I think just looks really good. Like I said, just a simple black. Then it's really highlighted with those silver lines all over his body. Again, I think just look really nice. For the most part, I think the body sculpt and the paint apps, I don't know how much, you can't really do a lot of shadows and textures on a black figure like this, so, for what we get, I actually think it's really cool. My one big complaint though, this lightning piece on his back, we've seen that with other figures, especially other Flash figures, in the past, and sometimes they've been removable, sometimes they have not, and this is not removable. That annoys me to no end. Why not just make it removable? It just glued in the back right there, and you can't take it off. So no matter what, you constantly have him with these effects going on, and that's just ridiculous to me. That's just something that should be no excuse. I mean, if they could remove them to the point where you can just plug them in and out, then why not just give us that? I don't understand. So as far as the accessories go, we do get the crotch piece right here and the head for the King Shark Build-A-Figure, but we'll take a look at those closer when we get to that video. So the only other accessories that we do get are these blue lighting effect pieces that attach to the arms, kind of like that. We've seen these effect pieces with lots of other figures from DCUC and whatnot, and other multiverse figures. Now they're pretty much the exact same effect pieces that we've got with Jay Garrick here, just done in the blue. They're the exact same thing. So those are pretty cool too. And they work alright when you're posing them around, so they're not terrible. So I do like that. So let's take a look at articulation now. So the head is on a ball joint, but it does not roll around. It only looks left and right, just like that. It does not look up at all. For a character like this that should be running, he should be able to have his head look up, so when you're doing some like running poses, he just looks forward, so he's going to constantly be looking down, which is a little upsetting. So like I said, the articulation is not, that great with this figure. So the arm goes all the way up, arm goes all the way down, out about that far, which is really good. Only a single bend at the elbow, right about there. We get rotation at the elbow. The hands are not removable. I wish we got extra pair of hands, like we did with Jay Garrick. So those just rotate. Do they not hinge or anything? Just rotate like that. We get this waist cut, or an ab crunch, excuse me, allows you to crunch forward, back and forth, just like that. And again, this cut right here, it just seems really odd, the way they did that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind it, but I mean, they could come up with something way better than that. It just looks a little odd. It breaks up the continuity of the sculpt a little too much, which annoys me a little bit. Then we do get a waist cut, let it rotate left and right. These really awkward hip joints that create this really awkward shape and gap right here, and it doesn't look right. It doesn't look natural. So, but they can get the splits pretty far, so that's pretty good. Kicks forward about that much, back about that far. We do get a rotation at the thigh, a single bend at the knee, no boot cut. We get an ankle joint that is going to point the toe up and down, no side to side, and no ankle rocker. So for the most part, like I said, it does hinder in certain things like articulation. It is not great in articulation, but it's not terrible at all. And I do like these accessories. I think the lightning effect piece look really cool on him, but just that back piece, I wish it was removable. But for the most part, I honestly do love this figure. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Captain America figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. Also for comparison, here he is standing next to the Jay Garrick figure that I've previously reviewed. And just for fun, here he is standing next to little Lego Bat-Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the DC Multiverse Zoom figure from Mattel. Now overall, I really do like this figure. I think he has a pretty decent sculpt, really clean paint apps, and I do like those lightning effect pieces. But he lacks in certain areas like that really awkward articulation, and the fact that you cannot remove that back lightning is kinda ridiculous. But for the most part, I think he's a pretty sweet Zoom figure, and I think you would really be glad to add him to the collection. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.